Hello wonderful people, this is your guy Forsen. I welcome you all once again to my guitar lessons channel. I strongly believe each and everyone is doing wonderfully well. I always say that subscribing and following this channel will always help you to learn the guitar by yourself at your comfort zone, and it will also help you to know more guitar theories by yourself at your comfort zone. So if today happens to be the first time you are watching a video here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. After subscribing, you hit on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new lesson, YouTube will alert you and you get easy access to the video. Very good. In today's video, we are going to look at how to tune your guitar. How to tune your guitar using the clip tuner. How to tune your guitar using the clip tuner. And this lesson is very important for every guitarist. This is not meant for only beginners. It's meant for every guitarist. It doesn't matter if you are a well-advanced guitarist, you still need this lesson, because having a properly tuned guitar is very important. Having a properly tuned guitar is very important for every guitarist. It doesn't matter your skills, it doesn't matter your experience, it doesn't matter the kind of gadgets you are using, gadgets like the combo, like the amplifier you are using, or the effects that you are using to play the guitar. It doesn't matter all those things. If the guitar is not properly tuned, if your guitar is not properly tuned, there is no way that you'll be able to produce a sound, or you'll be able to produce something that is musically sound. If the guitar is not properly tuned, it doesn't matter your skills, it doesn't matter your experience, it doesn't matter the kind of gadgets like the amplifier or the combo or the effects that you are using. If the guitar is not properly tuned, it doesn't matter all those things. There is no way that you'll be able to produce something that is musical or something that is musically sound. So tuning or having a properly tuned guitar is very important for every guitarist. So before we move on to the main lesson on how to tune the guitar, this is how the clip tuner looks like. There are so many ways that you can tune your guitar. There are so many ways you can tune by a standalone tuner, you can tune by the clip tuner, or you can tune by a piano. You can tune your guitar using the piano, or you can tune your guitar using the applications that we have on our phones. So today we are going to look at how to use the clip tuner. If you don't have the keyboard with you, the best option for you to tune your guitar is using the clip tuner. It's going to give you an accurate and very perfect tuning if you use the clip tuner. So before we move on to the main lesson, I want you to know some basic features of the clip tuner. Some basic features of the clip tuner. All the clip tuners, they look like this. Fine, you can get them in different form, but you have your screen and then you have your clip. So this is how it looks like. Now before you use the clip tuner, of course you have to put it on. It's off now, so you have to switch it on. And in switching it on, we have the power button here. So you have to press on the power button to switch on your clip tuner. And in switching it on, you don't press it. It's not a one-touch press. You have to press it for like 5 seconds before you can get the full power on, or before you can get the screen on. So first you have to switch on your device. That's your clip tuner. Very good. So now it's now on. Now when you look at the screen, we have it looks blue, black, and then white. There we have blue, black color and then white color. That's how the screen looks like. And on the screen we have a triangle up here. This is a triangle that is turned upside down. You have a triangle on top of the screen of the device. The screen, you have a triangle that is turned upside down. And down the screen, we have some alphabets here. Now we can see G on it. Now let's look at what these alphabets what they are there for or what they represent. Very good. Now this particular device can be used to tune about 5 musical instruments. You can use this device to tune about 5 musical instruments. The first one is the chromatic bass guitar. You can use this to tune the chromatic bass guitar. You can use it to tune the bass guitar, the normal bass guitar itself. You can use it to tune the guitar, that is this guitar or electric, acoustic guitar or electric guitar. This one, that's the guitar. And then it can be used to tune the violin, that is violin. Yeah, it can be used to tune the violin. And it can also be used to tune the ukulele. So these are the 5 musical instruments that you can use this device to tune. So if you look down the screen, you have alphabets there. Now, down the screen now, what we can see is the G. The G there represents guitar. The G there stands for guitar. Now, before you use this device to tune any musical instrument, you have to set the device. So when you have the device and your musical instrument, first thing, you on the device to get the screen. The second thing that you have to do is to set the device. And in setting the device, we use the same power button to set the device. But this time, it's not a long press. You just press it it's just a one-touch press, and then the alphabet down there will move to the next letter. So now we have G. Let's press on the power button, just one touch. When you press it, you see it has moved from not the bigger alphabet that we are seeing on the screen, like this one, the G. We are talking about the down there. It was on G, but now it's on B. It's on B. Very good. The B there represents bass guitar. So if you are using the device to tune a bass guitar, you have to get the B. You have to set it to the B. Now let's press it again. It has moved from B to V. The V there represents violin. So if you are using this device to tune a violin, you have to get V down there. You have to set it to V. Again, the alphabet I'm talking about, I'm not talking about the bigger one we are seeing on the screen. I'm talking about the down there, the down one. Now we have V. Let's press it again. From V, it has moved to what? U. The U there represents ukulele. Ukulele is also another form of musical instrument. So if you are using the device to tune a ukulele, you have to get U down there. Now let's press again. From there, you have moved towards C. The C there represents the chromatic bass guitar. The C there represents the chromatic bass guitar. Now let's press again. It has come back towards G. The G there represents guitar. The G there represents guitar. So therefore, we have to maintain the G because this time we are using it to tune this particular guitar. We are using it to tune guitar. So we have to set it to G. So let's maintain our G. Again, I'm not referring to this bigger alphabet that, yes, this one like the E. I'm not referring to that one, the down there. The down there, that G represents guitar. Now, we have on our device and then we have set it to the appropriate musical instrument that we are using, that is the guitar. Now, after setting it, the next thing for you to do is to clip your device on the guitar. And we don't clip the device on the frets. We don't clip it here. We don't clip it here. We don't clip it here. We clip it on the headstock of the guitar. This is the headstock of the guitar. This side of the guitar is the headstock of the guitar. So we clip the device on the headstock of the guitar. So this side of the guitar, that's where we clip the clip tuner. So now we have to clip it here and make sure it is properly clipped so that it will not come down. Make sure it is properly clipped very well so that there is no way that it will come down when you are playing the guitar or when you are tuning the guitar. Very good. So now we've on it. Now we've clipped it on our guitar. We clip it on the headstock of the guitar, this side of the guitar. Very good. Now the next thing for you to do as the guitarist that you are going to tune your guitar is to set the head of the device. Now the head of the device here means the screen of the device. So you have to set the screen of the device, and in setting it, this device or the head of the device is very mobile, is very movable. You can move it, you can rotate it to any direction that you want. So as the guitarist or the person using the guitar, the guitar and the device, after clipping it, you have to set it. This device or the head of the device is very movable. You can move it to any direction that you want. So you can rotate it to any direction, because as you are tuning the guitar, you have to look on the screen. You have to look on the screen to tune your guitar, because you are reading the pitch from the screen. So you, the person using the device and the guitar, you have to set it to the direction that is very appropriate or favorable to you. So you have to rotate it to the place that you can play and as well look on the screen of the device. Very good. So you can move the head, and also you can, apart from rotating it, you can also move the head down or top like this. You can move it up, you can move it down. So you can rotate it, you can move it like this, and then you can also move it top and down. Very good. So now today we are going to tune the guitar. I have to set it in a direction that you are watching the video, you can see the screen, so that you know or you understand the whole process. Very good. So now this is our screen. Let me just remove it again and show you something on the screen again. When you look on the screen, as I said earlier on, we have this triangle that is turned upside down. We will get to know the work of that triangle, or that symbol there, the work of it. And you can see we have another cursor. We have another cursor like this one. Yeah, it has moved to this side. There's that line like a clock, the second cursor, the seconds cursor that we have on the clock. There's that line there. That line there, we also get to know the work of that line, that cursor. Very good. Now, and also as you can see, as I'm talking, you can see we have, sometimes you see E, sometimes you see a bigger alphabet on the screen. Now this device picks the pitch or the voice of something. So when you play this guitar, it picks the voice. When you talk, it can also pick your voice as well, but that one is not 100% assurance. That one is like 40% assurance. Like when I talk, sometimes you see E on the screen. It means that the voice I'm using or the key I'm using is E, key E. But that one, as I said, is not 100% assured, because this device is meant purposely for the guitar. So it picks the guitar pitch higher than any other voice. Very good. So it's purposely meant for the guitar, not my voice. It can pick my voice all right, but that one, as I said, is not 100% assured. Very good. So the bigger alphabet you see there is the pitches of the sound of the guitar. Very good. So now let's clip it again, and then move it to a place that you can also see the screen. Now let's move on to the main procedure or the main process in tuning the guitar. Now when you are tuning the guitar, we use the names of the strings. Yes, we have 6 strings, and we already know the names of the strings. In our first lesson on this channel, when we were dealing with the parts of the guitar, we got to know the names of the strings. So let's quickly review on that one. The first string here, this string is called the E string. This is the E string. Yes, this is the E string. The second string is the B string. The B string. The first one is the E. It's the high E string. the first string, this one, is the high E string. The second string is the B string. The third string is the G string. The fourth string is the D string. The fifth string is the A string. And then the last string, or the sixth string, is the low E string. So we have two E strings. We have the high E string, that is the first one. When you listen to the pitch, it's very high. That's why the name is high E string. This is the high E string, and this is the low E string. It's low because the pitch is very low. So low E string and the high E string. Very good. So now let's move on to how to tune the guitar. Once again, in tuning the guitar, we use the names of the strings. So if you know the names of the strings already, and in tuning it, we play the strings open. We play all the strings open. Open means that you play the strings like this one. You play with your right hand alone. You play with your thumb, or you can use this finger or your thumb. You play it open. It means that you play it here without applying your left finger or your left hand on the fret or on the string. So when you play the high E string like this, open means you are not applying your hands here. So when you play it open without your hands here, that means this string should give you the E pitch, the high E key, or the high E notes. So this string open is E. It means that when you play this string open, you are supposed to see E on your device. When you see E on your device, it means that the string is properly tuned. Not only the E, note, not only the E. Now let's play the string open. You see, we have E, and the screen of the device has changed to what? Green. Let's play again. Yes, one more thing. When you play, yes, very good. Now we have our E. The first string that I'm playing is called the E, the high E string. So when you play that string open, you are supposed to get E, and then the screen should turn to the green color. Now let me explain. When you play the thing, you see we can see E on the screen, bigger E, and the screen is green. The green light is not permanent. As the pitch is going down, the green light also leave the screen. Very good. So when you play and then you have your E and your green lights, it means that the string is properly tuned. If you are not seeing your green light on the screen, it means that it's not properly tuned. So sometimes you can play the string open and you will see E on the screen, but you will not see the green light. If you are not seeing the green light, it means that it's not properly tuned. Very good. Now one more thing. When I play, you see E and then 1. You can see number one on the letter E. The number 1 there means that the E you are seeing is not the C string, but the first string. Remember, I said we have two types of E, note E. This is the high E, which is the first one, and the low E. So when you play and you see E, and then you see number 1, it means that it's true you are playing the first string, which is the number 1 string, which is the high E string. And the E there is not the low one, but rather the first one. It's not the C string, but rather the first string. Very good. So the number 1 there, that is what it means. Now, let me intentionally distune the string. Let me intentionally. Now you see a C, and then we have the green light. It means the green light is very, very important. You must get your green light, which means that it's properly tuned. Without the green light, it means that you are close but not 100% tuned. Let me intentionally distune this string. see, I am moving the tuning peg for that particular string. We have 6 tuning pegs, and each string is affiliated to each tuning pegs. So you have to look at the string to see the particular tuning peg. So this is the first string, and it is affiliated, it's on this peg, and this peg or this knot is affiliated to this peg. So I am intentionally distuning it. Very good. It means that I have distuned it. Very good. Now we are not seeing, you see, now I'm playing and it's E. But it's not okay because I'm not seeing the green light. I'm not seeing the green light. Now when you look at the cursor I was talking about, when you look at the cursor, the direction of the cursor should determine where you should move the peg. Very good. So if the cursor is behind, the triangle, it means that it's behind, so you have to move the peg forward. And if the cursor is in front of the triangle, it means that you are above or you are ahead of the key, so you have to tune or move the peg backwards. So now I'm playing, I'm getting my E, but I'm not getting the green light, so I have to tune until I get my green light. Very good. Without the green light, it means that it's not properly tuned. And when you are moving the peg, you don't have to move it faster. You have to move it slowly. You have to move it slowly. So now it's E all right, but I'm not getting my green light. So I have to look on the screen to know where to move to. So let me turn the screen to know where to move to. Very good. I must get the green light. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now you were not getting the screen, so let me turn again for you to see. So now you see I have my green light and my E. It means that the string is properly tuned. Very good. So this procedure or this process that we use in tuning it is the same procedure that we use for all the strings. But first you have to know the names of the strings. If you don't know the names of the strings, you will be playing it alright, but because you don't know the name of the string, you will be seeing an alphabet or a letter on the screen. But if you don't know the name of that particular string that you are playing, it will be very difficult for you. It will be very, very difficult for you to tune the guitar. And one more thing, when you are using this device, because this device picks the pitches or the sound that you produce, because this device picks the sound, it's very, very appropriate for you to tune your guitar in a very quiet place. In a very quiet place. Because if your place is very noisy, it will really, really disturb you. Because if the place is noisy, it means that the device will be picking the guitar, the pitches, and also be picking the sounds or the noise around the environment. So it will give a very tough time or a very high workload for the device. And for that matter, you the person, you also struggle with the tuning. Very good. So it's very, very appropriate for you to tune your guitar with the clip tuner in a very quiet environment. Very, very good. Now let's try the second string, which is the B. E, B. The second string is B. So if I play it open, I'm supposed to see B on the screen. Very good. You see, I can see B alright. Very good. I can see B and 2. The 2 there means that number 2, the second string. Very good. So I have to get B and 2 and the green light. This means that the guitar is properly tuned. The string is properly tuned. Let me distune it. Very good. I have distuned it very, very far. So now I can see G on the screen. Very good. I can see G and number 3. The number 3 means that third string. But I'm playing the second string. I'm playing the second string, which is B. But I'm seeing G and number 3. It means that the second string has been distuned. So now if you play the second string, it is giving you the notes or the pitch of the third string. It means that the string is distuned. It is second string, but it is producing the sound of the third string or the pitch of the third string. It means that that second string is distuned. It's not okay. Very good. I'm playing the third string, the second string. This is the second string I'm playing. This is the second string, which is B. It's B, but I'm seeing G on the screen. And the second string, which is supposed to be 2, but I'm seeing number 3 on the screen. It means that it's distuned. Now the key is B. And when you look at the cursor is in front. The cursor is behind. Sorry. The cursor is behind the triangle. The cursor is supposed to be in direction with the point of the triangle, but it's behind. So it means that I have to move the tuning peg of that particular string forward. I have to move it forward. So this is the tuning peg that is affiliated to the second string. So now, looking on the screen and the direction of the cursor, it means I have to move it forward. Very good. So now you have to do it simultaneously. As you play the string open, then you'll be moving the peg slowly. And as you move it slowly, then you look on the screen, you look on the cursor. You see, as you move, the cursor will also be moving. Very good. Now you see I'm on B. I'm on B. It comes to B and it goes to B. It goes to B and number 2. You see 2, number 2 and B. But I'm not seeing my green light. So it means I'm very close. So I have to move forward until I get my green light. Without the green light, the string is not properly tuned. So always don't only rely on the notes or the alphabet or the letter. Don't rely on the letter and the number. Rely on the color of the screen, the letter and the number. Very good. Very good. I'm close. I have to get my green light. And then my B. I already have my B, but I'm not getting my green light. I have to go slowly, slowly. And it's a continuous thing. It's simultaneously. As you play the string in open, then you'll be moving the tuning peg slowly. Then you'll be monitoring your screen until you get your green light, your letter B, and then your number 2. Very good. Once again, without the green light, you are not 100% tuned. And I will always admonish every guitarist to always make sure that you tune your guitar in advance. You tune your guitar before you go for any program. I'm still not getting. Now I'm on E, I'm on letter E and number 1. It means that I have over-tuned the thing. I have moved the peg, I have passed the thing. Now I'm seeing E. I'm playing the second string, which is B and number 2, but I'm seeing E, which is the first string and number 1. So it means I have to come back. I have to come back to where I was getting the B. Very good. I have my B, but I have to get my green light. The green light is very, very necessary. You have to get your B and your green lights and your number 1. Very good. I'm still on B, but I'm not getting my green light. Very good. Very good. Now, if you have the green light and then it goes back again, it means that you are close. So you have to be around that place. Very good. Now, I have my green light, my number 2, and then my B. Very good. This means that the string is properly tuned. Very good. So this is how we tune the guitar. It's somehow tedious, but it's a must. You must always make sure that your guitar is properly tuned. So the process or the procedure that I use to tune the first string and the second string is the same procedure that you use in tuning all the strings. But make sure you know the names of the strings. It's very, very important. If you don't know the names of your strings, forget about the tuning. You must know the names of your strings. So this is how we tune the guitar using the clip tuner. The same procedure, use it for all the strings, and then you get the tuning very, very perfectly. Once again, as a guitarist, you must always make sure that your guitar is properly tuned. If the guitar is not properly tuned, forget about your skills, forget about your experience, forget about your gadgets, your combo, your effects, the effects that you are using, the amplifier. It doesn't matter all those things if the guitar is not properly tuned. If the guitar is not properly tuned, my brother, my sister, my colleague guitarist, there is no way that you are going to produce something musical. So tuning the guitar is very, very important. There are so many ways you can tune the guitar. You can use the piano, you can use the stand-alone tuner, you can use the clip tuner. We have some applications that you can download on Google Play Store or on your iPhone, and then you can use all those things to tune the guitar. But if you don't have all those things, if you don't have a piano with you to tune the guitar, the clip tuner is always the best option for you to go for, because it will really help you to get a very accurate, perfect tune of the guitar. It's very, very necessary. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson. I kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel if today happens to be the first time, and if you've not watched my previous lessons, I kindly ask you to go to the description below this video. If you go to the description below this video, you get the link that can help you to get access to all my previous lessons, so that you can build upon those lessons on this current lesson. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Share the link to your friends. Share to anybody that you think he or she might be interested in learning the guitar. Your questions, your suggestions, your comments. If you don't understand anything, you can leave everything in the comment section below this video, and I'll respond to them positively for you. Thank you very much once again, and have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.